Good morning, students. Last time we discussed Biot and Savart's law. Today we are to take up the applications of Biot and Savart's law. There are three applications of Biot and Savart's law that we are to discuss. First application is magnetic field intensity due to a current carrying circular loop of radius A at its center. This is circular loop carrying steady current I, radius is A. We are to find out magnetic field intensity at the center of this circular loop. Second application is magnetic field intensity due to a current carrying conductor at a distance d from it. This is a current carrying conductor carrying steady current I. This point P at a distance d from the conductor. Here we are to find out the magnetic field intensity due to the conductor using Biot and Savart's law. And third application is we are to find out magnetic field intensity due to a current carrying circular loop at any point on its axis perpendicular to the plane of the loop passing through its center at a distance x from the center. Now here is a loop carrying steady current I, radius is A, and this is the axis of the loop passing through the center of the loop and is perpendicular to plane of the loop. This point P is at a distance x from center of the loop, and at point P we are to find out magnetic field intensity due to the current carrying loop using Biot and Savart's law. Now we take up first application of Biot and Savart's law. That is magnetic field intensity due to a current carrying circular loop at its center. So we have to find out magnetic field intensity due to a current carrying circular loop at its center using Biot and Savart's law. Now first we develop physical situation. Let there be a circular loop of radius A carrying steady current I. This is a loop, radius A carrying steady current I in anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction as shown in diagram. Now consider a small current element dl of the loop near point P. Consider the small current element of the loop dl near point P. This is point P. So this is the physical situation where we are to work. Now second point, we use Biot and Savart's law. Now according to the law, small magnetic field dB at center C is given by the expression dB is equal to mu 0 over 4 pi I dl vector cross product with A cap divided by A mod square. So this is the expression according to Biot-Savart law for the magnetic field intensity at the center of the loop. Now we have to calculate magnitude and direction of magnetic field. Since magnetic field is given by the expression dB is equal to mu 0 over 4 pi I dl vector cross product with A cap divided by mod A square at the center of current carrying circular loop according to Biot and Savart's law. Now we calculate magnitude of magnetic field at the center of the circular current carrying loop. Now mod dB is equal to mu 0 over 4 pi I mod dl mod A cap sin theta divided by mod A square. Equation number 2. So this equation gives us the magnitude of magnetic field intensity at the center of the loop. But mod A cap is 1 and theta between the direction of current flow and the radius is 90 degree, pi by 2. Therefore, sin pi by 2 is 1. So we can write expression 2 as mod dB equal to mu 0 over 4 pi I mod dl divided by A mod square. We mark it equation 3. So in the third step, we calculate magnitude of the magnetic field at the center of the loop. Now we have to calculate the total magnetic field due to the whole loop. So this is a small field due to small current element dl. Now how we calculate magnetic field due to the whole loop? In the fourth step, we calculated magnetic field intensity at point C. C due to whole loop can be obtained by integrating equation 3 within limits 0 to 2 pi a, because the length of the loop is 2 pi a. So therefore, integration mod dB is equal to mu 0 over 4 pi I by a square integration dl limits 0 to 2 pi a. Now this can be evaluated here as mod L. Limits we put in the backside 0 to 2 pi a. This can be expressed as mu 0 over 4 pi I divided by a square into 2 pi a minus 0. First upper limit minus lower limit. So we replace L first by 2 pi a, then we replace L with minus sign by 0. And if we evaluate it, it comes out to be mu 0 over 4 pi I divided by a square into 2 pi a. Now here 2 pi will cancel, here we will have 2, a will cancel, and here we will have a. So therefore integration dB is b. So b will be equal to mu 0 by 2 I by a. Equation 4. We mark it as equation 4. This gives us the magnitude of magnetic field due to a circular current carrying loop at its center. Now we have to go for direction of magnetic field. How we calculate direction of magnetic field? We use Maxwell's right hand grip rule. Now direction of magnetic field produced at the center of circular loop. As I told you, direction of magnetic field can be found by using Maxwell's right hand grip rule. You hold this loop in your right hand palm in such a way that fingers indicate direction of current flow, then thumb will give you direction of magnetic lines of force, or it will give you direction of magnetic field. So the field, magnetic field, is directed outward. Outward, we put a dot here for outward side. So the direction of magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of loop, directed outward. So it will be outward, bahar ki taraf, outward. It will be outward. Now after direction, we go to 6th point. If there are n such loops, then magnetic field at center would be n times due to each loop, and is given by the expression B equal to n into mu 0 by 2 I by A. For n loops, the field will be multiplied by n. So B is equal to n mu 0 by 2 I by A gives the magnetic field at the center of the loop due to n such loops. Now we go for assignment. Assignment, in assignment, as you know, you have to solve some questions based on the knowledge that you have gained here on this topic. So we will go for assignment. Now we come to assignment. Assignment 2. In continuation of assignment 2, we have question number 3. A circular coil of wire consisting of 100 turns, each of radius 8.0 centimeter, carries a current of 0.40 amperes. Now calculate the magnetic field intensity at center of the coil. So this would be your answer, 3.14 into 10 to the minus 4 Tesla. Question number 4, in two parts. First part, A part, a straight wire carrying current of 12 ampere is bent into a semicircular arc of radius 2.0 centimeter, as shown in diagram. Calculate magnetic field and direction of magnetic field intensity at the center of the arc. At the center of the arc. Here you have to find out magnetic field and direction. Now B part, would your answer be different if the wire is bent into semicircular arc of same radius but in opposite way, as shown in figure B? If we have semicircular arc like this, then would your answer be different? That you have to tell. So solve these two questions. I hope you would have enjoyed this lesson, and I wish you good luck that you should be able to solve these questions on the basis of knowledge gained. Thank you so much.